We had 5 teams clinch a spot in the playoffs in Week 16, with 4 of those coming from the NFC. So where does that leave the rest of the field going into Week 17? The number 1 seed still belongs to the Green Bay Packers. The Pack clinched the NFC North and have a 1-game lead in the conference. They can clinch the top seed this weekend with a win and a loss by the number 2 seed, Cowboys, who clinched the NFC East this past weekend.
We want Dallas!
They hold on to the number 2 spot and have a chance at the number 1 seed thanks to their conference record of 9-1, but they do face current playoff teams, the Cardinals and Eagles, to close out the season. The Rams jumped into the number 3 seed. LA can clinch the NFC West this weekend with a win and an Arizona loss. And they have the head-to-head tiebreaker over Tampa Bay, who captured the NFC South in Week 16. The Bucs have the Jets and Panthers left on the schedule, but they would need a lot of help to land the number 1 seed and a bye. Arizona continues their tumble down. They are now the number 5 seed despite clinching a spot in the postseason in Week 16. The Cards will have to win their last 2 games and hope for a pair of Rams losses to claim the division. San Francisco holds down the 6th seed despite losing in Week 16. They can punch their ticket to the playoffs with a win this weekend and a loss by the Saints. The Eagles move into the top 7 and can clinch a playoff spot with a win plus losses by Minnesota and New Orleans, or a Vikings loss and a Niners win.
We're back again.
On the other side of the draw, Kansas City became the first and only team in the AFC to clinch a playoff spot in Week 16. The scorching hot Chiefs can clinch the number 1 seed with a win this weekend and a loss by the Titans. Tennessee, the 2 seed, can clinch the AFC South with a win or a Colts loss. They can also retake the number 1 spot in Week 17 with a win and a Chiefs loss. Cincinnati has moved up to the number 3 spot and is in position to claim the AFC North with 1 more win over Kansas City in Week 17 or Cleveland in Week 18. Buffalo has shot up to the number 4 seed this week thanks to its big win in Foxborough. The Bills hold the divisional tiebreaker over the Pats, putting them in the pole position to take the AFC East. As for this weekend, Buffalo can clinch a playoff berth with a win and a Baltimore loss, or a win and losses by the Chargers and Vegas. The Colts are another team making moves, winning 6 of their last 7. They can solidify a spot in the postseason with a win this weekend against the Raiders. They hold a head-to-head tiebreaker over the Patriots, who have slid to the 6th spot after holding the top seed a few short weeks ago. New England can find themselves in the playoffs this weekend with a win and a Miami loss, or a win and a Raiders loss. And finally, Miami finds itself in the picture after winning 7 straight games. Of the 4 AFC teams with a record of 8-7, the Dolphins come out on top by virtue of the Common Games tiebreaker over the Chargers. The Finns have a brutal finish to the season, though, at Tennessee, then at home against the Patriots. The good news for Miami fans, win both, and a spot in the postseason is yours.